instead of going and getting pills from a doctor and enriching the medical and the insurance, come
Big
to Tai
pharma.
Chi, come to Tai Chi, like they did in ancient China, and let's use this. It works. I mean, it's not going to cure every disease,
no.
but if you come in here with an open mind and pursue it, so you are creating a healthcare system with Tai Chi and bringing it to the veterans that need it.
That, I'll tell you what.
And that's worth more than money.
By far. What good is money without health, right?
So you're doing it. I see that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
And this is going to get the word out that, you know, instead of going to the doctor, come to Tai Chi.
Right.
Practice, play with us.
Yeah, come play.
Learn a natural way of health. It works.
Yeah.
It does work.
It absolutely does. It absolutely
But you can't
works.
do it from your easy chair in front of a
Look,
TV or in a
can-
bar stool. You got to come
Well,
here.
yeah, probably not from a bar stool. Although I have been known.
Okay, but you do have to come and you have to pursue this
To pursue it, yeah.
as a way to be fit and be moving. Once you're fit and moving, you can keep these diseases at bay. You have to put the work in.
Yeah.
But I think it truly does that. Just as the ancient Chinese knew that the movement and the flowing beat the sitting and the sickness. Get up, move, flow. It will increase your health.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's what you're bringing to this. I see that.
I am so glad you brought that
And
up.
it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's fun.
That's why we're sitting here.
And it's a good use of your time.
Absolutely. I mean, other than maybe spending time with family.
Well, you have a balance.
Right.
You know, you can't be the Tai Chi all
All
day,
the
every
time.
day,
Well,
but you
wear
have
down.
balance with other people in your life that you love. And yeah.
No, I think people underestimate the benefits, the fitness benefits of Tai Chi just by sticking with it. This is something, now granted, listen, it's not for everybody.
It is not for
Sometimes you're just not in the right space to do it. And I get that. But at the end of the day, the health benefits are insane. They are insane. And don't take my word for it. The Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, Harvard Medical. Harvard Medical, I believe, opened a Tai Chi research facility.
Really?
Just to figure out like what makes this work. Now, for me, it seems very axiomatic, but scientifically, they've got to go and they got to test, they got to do their thing to finally nail down a thesis as to why, you know, Tai Chi is so effective. But, you know, it's because what happens to the players, you're finding out, as all of our players are finding out, is it becomes a lifestyle after a while.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Health is a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle.
You have to pursue it. You have to eat right.
Yep.
You have to sleep. You have to have an exercise.
Right.
It's not a pill. It's not a diet.
Nope.
It's not a visit to the doctor. It's a lifestyle. Tai Chi is a good part of a healthy lifestyle.
What Tai Chi taught me, though, and full disclosure, I'll probably put some pictures up during this. You know, I maxed out at something like 240 pounds. I stopped getting on the scale after like 235. I just stopped because I knew I was ballooning. It was disgusting. I was in a bad place at the time and just whatever, you know. I was all about excess. Whatever I want now because life sucks and, you know, I'm only here for a little bit longer. So when I started really taking Tai Chi seriously, and this is in about a little over 3 years ago, so I'm teaching, but I'm not committed, you know? So I start losing weight initially. And over the course of the year, I go from like 240 pounds and I get down to about 205 the first year, right? And all I did was the Tai Chi. That's all I did. I just made sure I got out, I did my Tai Chi. Just about every day, right? And I could do that then. I was teaching finally, I was out and about, I was outside, I was getting some good workouts in, and I was doing what I enjoyed. But that was it. So all I did, I just stay committed to Tai Chi. The next year, after Tai Chi became a habit and something I knew I was going to stick with, then I started focusing on diet, right? Started really nailing down my diet. What am I looking for? What am I doing? Yada, yada, yada. And it took time. I had to wean myself off of things that I like. I still have a cheesesteak every once in a while. Don't get me wrong. Probably have 1 or 2 a month. Not going to lie. Because we live in Philly. These things are good,
Kind of got a cheesesteak every now and again. Absolutely. You don't want to give up everything.
Right. Yeah,
But
not eating a
those
cheesesteak in
things,
Philly.
moderation.
Well, yeah, moderation is a big one, right?
Maybe 1 a week.
But what you do is you start to understand like how calories work. You understand what your macronutrients are, your carbs, your protein, and your fats, and how they interact with one another, how they burn in your body, all those sorts of, because while you're doing this, and that's the problem, when people think, I want to lose weight, I want to get in shape, they think it's this massive move that they have to take. It's like, we're going to learn a form today, and we're going to learn it all today, and you've got to take that forward. That would be, I could show you all the moves, but you're going to need to work them all individually, versus if we take it step by step, one move at a time, right? Until, let's say we meet once a week. I teach you commencing form, and you practice commencing form for a week, so that when we come in the next week, and I teach you repulse the monkey, yang 8 here, then you work on commencing form and repulse the monkey. The next week, brush push. Then you work on commencing form, repulse the monkey, brush push for the week. And each one you get into your cache. And the first one you learn, that's your go-to. You know that one better than any other one right there. That was the thing that you glommed onto to drive you forward. Versus trying to learn the entire form all at once. Now, if you're a skilled Tai Chi player, this does not apply. But if you're learning, this is your first form, for me to just drop all that on you is nuts. And for most people trying to get back into shape, it's their first time. It's the first time they've drawn the line in the sand and said, I don't want to live like this anymore. But for many people, they think they have to just, everything has to change overnight.
It's like a quick fix.
Right.
It's not a quick
It's
fix.
not how it works.
No, it don't work.
My suggestion is you pick the one thing you know you can stick with. Whether it's the exercise, whether it's Tai Chi. And Tai Chi, as you know, is a great exercise. It's a fantastic exercise. You will be sweating when it's over. You will have the muscle fatigue. You will get the definition. You will build muscle and strength, flexibility, balance, and mobility through it while reducing your stress, right? Stress, a big part of weight gain, right? Stress eating, so on and so forth. So if you can just stick with that one thing, just that one thing, and you make it so that becomes the habit, you stick with that. When it becomes habitual, then you add the next piece. Don't do it all at once, right? Don't weigh yourself every day. Don't do that. Weigh yourself once a week, right? Because weight goes up and down, day in and day out. And if you either have a cheat day or you're just bloated, right? And you get on that scale day in and day out, and yes, you're down, so you lose a half pound or a quarter pound every day, right? And then all of a sudden you get to Wednesday and you put 2 pounds on because for whatever reason, because weight doesn't work that way, you could freak out, drop the whole thing right there. Whereas if you're focused not on your weight, but you're focused on your plan throughout the week. On Monday I do this, Tuesday I do this, Wednesday I do this, you just take it day by day, and on Sunday or whenever your weigh-in day is, then you weigh yourself in. Now you're going to start to see an equilibrium. Now you'll start to see that scale slide. Now you may not lose weight as fast as you may like, depending on where you're starting, but it's little things like that that make the big difference, right? You don't want to do the backflip on day one. I mean, maybe you do, but you know you got to work up to it.
You got to know your limitations, man.
You do, but you learn your limitations. You know what your limitations are in the beginning. You know what your baseline is. You then need to test that baseline as you go, and your baseline will continue to rise or lower, depending on what you're looking at, until maybe you never do the backflip. But I guarantee you, by going towards the backflip, you'll be able to do things you never thought you were able to do before, right? Even if you don't hit the stars, you can still hit the moon. Thank you for joining us for that clip of our weekly podcast. If you want to get more Bonage footage or join us for the entire podcast, head on over to Patreon, where our Eagle, Tiger, and Dragon subscribers get access to not only what we cast and talk about, but advanced lessons in your forms, in your Tai Chi, and in your life.